Hello friends, I am Chevy. Well, welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hope everything in your world is fabulous. Just got home from late soccer practice. Had a great time. Love taking that kid to soccer. Tomorrow we actually get to go to a WVU women's soccer game, and then the girls get to play at halftime. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. New developments for the show. The other day we talked about this microphone, the 8-ball. This little guy here is a old school microphone that was omnidirectional and you know, very cool piece of hardware, but I think I found something that's more along the lines of what I want, and I've been playing with this all day trying to figure this out, and that is this guy here. This is a Duquesne brand microphone. Now, from what I understand, Duquesne they don't actually make this stuff. This particular microphone was kind of just like a rebrand. So Duquesne makes PA systems, and this was probably like used in a school system. Push down on the button, talk on the PA kind of thing. So it's got a push to talk active lever. It's got a lock lever, so I could lock it into talk mode. And just this really rad, just super awesome vintage style that has captivated me. The problem with this is that it came like this. It came with just a bunch of loose wires, and I don't know what these wires mean. There's actually more wires than just 3 in here. I think there's a total of 5 wires I was able to identify. But only 3 of them are used apparently. I think this was some sort of like CB/PA microphone that had some wires that let the controller know when the button's up, when the button's down. So these other 2 wires were like open and closed essentially. So what I do know is these 3 wires, these 3 are the microphone wires. So we have the case grounding, positive and negative. So I could wire this to a standard XLR jack, which I happen to have here. I don't know where the other piece is. Oh, it's probably still in helping hands. I have a standard XLR jack here to go in my power supply. I just don't know which way round. So I've tried to wire it both ways. I've tried to wire it as the white as ground and as the green as ground, and I don't hear a whole lot of difference. What I have in here is a whole mess. Let me show you on this one. This one actually opens farther. As you can see, there's 2 wires coming down from the microphone that go to these little touch switches here, and then this is where the 5 wires come out. And I really don't know anything about this. I see this green wire comes down here to a pin of its own. This black wire comes down and goes to this green wire. I've ohmed all of this stuff out to see what opens, what closes. I think the white wire is closed now, and the red wire goes closed when you push down on the lever. So I think those are just the signaling wires. But I have no idea which way I'm supposed to wire this thing. And so I thought I'd show it to you, and maybe somebody could tell me. Maybe one of you knows, oh, you gotta wire it this way. Or does it even matter? From what I understand, the way a microphone works is there's a diaphragm and a magnet, essentially, maybe even 2 magnets. And when you speak, the diaphragm moves, and that induces a current from the magnet moving, or the diaphragm moving towards and away from the magnet. It works something like that, and it induces a current. So when you have a positive pressure in front of the cone moves backwards. That's considered positive pressure. That sends a positive voltage through your thing, and then that pushes the cone of the speaker out. So these 2 kind of do this dance. So you've got microphone goes, and that pushes the speaker out. And when there's negative pressure, it does this way. And so if you get them out of phase, if the microphone is going in and I have the leads reversed, then that will also pull the speaker in. from what I understand, it really doesn't, like, it's not easy to tell the difference. And in fact, I swapped these around on my little XLR here. I've swapped these all day on here. I've soldered and resoldered these connections to see if I could hear a difference, and recorded through my phone and tried to listen back, and I really couldn't tell a difference. I did some waveform stuff and put that up on Twitter to see if anybody had any insight into like which one of these is the better sound, or which one of these is the proper way to wire the microphone. Nobody seems to be able to tell me, so I think I'm just going to wire it and then be done with it. And I think this is going to serve me very well for its intended purpose. Whereas this was going to be my like general purpose, like this is what I'm talking into microphone, like this thing. I don't think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to end up using a lapel mic, which I have. And then this will be kind of a specialty item on the side that I'll use for various reasons. And so for it, I have a power supply for it. I have the cabling for it. What I need now is a small guitar amp. I'm looking for one of those little like 10-watt travel amps that, like you buy the beginner's kit and it comes with that little 10-watt amp. I went to a local pawn shop today and they had one, but it was like $50, and I can get them on eBay for half that price. But, I'd prefer to buy local, but the one that they had was actually really cruddy and it was not worth $50. So if any of you have one of those little 10-watt amps that you want to sell, let me know. I'll buy it from you. And that'll be part of the new show in some capacity. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. This was, I had a heart echocardiogram today. And so I just took the day off. The echo is because when my father had his open heart surgery, they found some genetic defects that they weren't, they didn't know he had. And it was one of those things that's like, oh, you should probably have your kids checked. So I went to have my echo today. I don't know when I get the results of that back, hopefully soon. But the echo tech didn't seem concerned, so I'm not concerned. And if I do have the same defect, it's a very mild defect that probably will never cause me a problem. But if I have it, we got to monitor it because it could cause a problem. So I took the day off and I've been doing laundry and working down here and spend some time with my dad and playing with these microphones and lots of fun stuff. So good day. But yeah, if you have any information on these, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from Wikipedia. Why do firefighters have Dalmatians? Good question. Dalmatians are perhaps best known for their role as firefighting apparatus escorts and firehouse mascots. Since Dalmatians and horses are very compatible, the dogs were easily trained to run in front of the carriages to help clear the path and quickly guide the horses and firefighters to the fires. They were guide dogs. I didn't know that.